Imagine an AI that can understand your entire code base, find bugs, and fix it too, refactor your modules, and even commit changes for you, all in your own terminal. This isn't futuristic concept. It's already here right now with Claude Code. Whether you're a developer looking to streamline your workflow or a team leader waiting to boost productivity, Claude Pro brings automation and intelligence directly into your code base. Here's what we'll be covering in this session. We'll start with introduction to Claude Pro, then we'll move on to exploring the interface of Claude Pro, then we will see how Claude can be used in different sectors such as software development, data analysis and finance, project management, marketing, and even content strategy. At last, I will tell you if Claude Pro version subscription is worth it or not. Now let's start with a small question and answer segment. So what do you think Claude Pro segment is primarily used for? Is it for creating website layouts, analyzing and refactoring code, running machine learning modules, or writing blog posts? Let me know your answers in the comment section below. Also, here's just a quick information. If you're interested in knowing about how generative AI works and want to take this knowledge to its professional. Now coming to the question, what is Claude? Claude is an AI assistant designed to understand and work with natural language and structured information like code, documentation, data, and text, just as if you're talking to a smart, helpful colleague. It uses advanced machine learning to interpret your requests and provide useful outputs. Claude can do things like answer questions in plain language, summarize long text quickly and accurately, write or rewrite content with emails, articles, or even proposals, help analyze data and generate insights, work with code, including explaining it, suggesting changes, or even helping debug. In short, Claude AI is an AI tool that can assist you with information, creativity, and problem solving across tasks to involve text, logic, or even reasoning. Next, we'll be talking about the following steps, which is how to get Claude Pro and set up the Claude code. Then we'll also walk through the interface. So firstly, to open Claude Code, you just need to type in Claude AI and open the first link. So when you open that link, you will see a page like this. And here either you can continue with Google or enter your email. So on an easier basis, I'll just log into my Google and continue. So here it will ask you to agree to few conditions. Just click on yes and continue. And give your phone number, and after this there will be a verification code sent to your phone number, so verify that. Also there will be a verification code to your email, do verify that also. Now after entering all these things, you will see this is a Claude. This is a free version. We'll see how to upgrade this to a pro plan. So here, as you can see, there is a prompting and you have few options here. It's running on Sonnet 4.5, and here we have chats, projects, artifacts, coding, and here you can see it is a free plan. Now how do you update this to a pro plan? Before that, let's take a look at the Claude's pricing plan. So as you can see, there are three versions. One is the free one, pro one, and max one. The free plan gives you limited access to Claude's models, making it sustainable for light, experimental, casual use for small code bases. However, if you plan to do more, such as intensive development like working with large code bases or long debugging session, the free plan might not meet your needs. Now, what about the pro plan? Now, this plan is perfect for individual developers or teams working on larger projects, and it's priced around $17, but when you actually get it built, it will cost you around $20 plus GST. The Pro plan unlocks 5 times more usage, giving your priority access to Claude's model and early access to new features. Plus, you will be access to advanced tools like projects and artifacts to manage your work effectively. This is the plan you will want to maximize the power of Claude Code, especially if you're working on bigger projects and need more tokens or plans on running long coding sessions. There's also a higher tier plan like the Max, which offers even higher usage limit and collaboration features designed for large teams with complex workflows. But for most individual developers, the Pro plan is more than enough for a day-to-day work. Now let's see how to upgrade the plan from a free plan to a pro plan. So here, as you can see, you have your profile and a free plan displayed. So click on that. You will get an option called upgrade the plan. So if you click on that, okay, here it's not reachable. So it'll ask you which version do you want to go for, and you can just click on it and make your payment. As I told earlier, Pro plan will cost you around $20 plus the GST part, and the max version will be calling you $100 plus 18% GST. Also keep in mind there is two ways, which is monthly and annual billing. So which according to whatever you want to use, whether it's for 1 month or annual billing, it'll be fine. But if you do annual billing, it'll save up to 15%. You can enter the payment details, confirm your subscription, and log in using your Anthropic account. This is the same account you will be using later on with Claude Code. Once your payment is confirmed, your Claude Pro account will be active and you can start using Claude right away. So as you can see, the plan has changed to Pro plan here. One thing to note that the Claude Pro is built in USD, but depending on where you're located, taxes may be added to the price. Be sure to check the final price at the checkout for your region. Now let's talk about the key value of a Pro plan for developers, which is what the extra features in Claude Pro compared to the free version. With Pro, you'll get higher token limits, which are essential for handling large data and repositories for a long coding sessions. This means you can work on larger projects without running into limits. You also have priority access to Claude's best models like Sonnet and Opus. Repeat, like Sonnet and Opus, and the extended thinking capability. These models are critical when performing multi-file rejectors and debugging complex code. Finally, with Pro, you get early access to new capabilities, which means you'll always be ahead of the curve with Claude's latest features and tools. To summarize, the Pro plan is ideal for developers who need to use more access data and advanced tools. If you plan to work with larger code bases, run long debugging sessions, or need to perform complex refactors, Claude Pro is the best choice. Now, to get started with Claude Code, there are three ways to install Claude. The first one is installing it in your command prompt, and then second way is to install it in your VS Code, and third, which you can use it via website or even there is a desktop app that you can download it. Before that, you need to exactly know what Claude Code is. It's a command line interface tool that brings AI agent directly into your terminal. This is not just a simple chatbot or IDE plugin. It can edit files, run commands, and even interact with external tools like GitHub or Jira based on your setup. So for installation, I'll show you first how to install it in your command prompt. So you can just open your command prompt. Before you install Claude Code, you have to have few things installed. The first one is Node.js, then we have Python. If you're using a Mac, Homebrew is also one of the installations which will be needed in your MacBook. First, we need to make sure that you have Node.js in your system. So for that, you can go to Node.js installer using MSI, which is an official website. So you can just type in node.js org and you'll see Node. And here you can see you have get node. You can click on it, or you can click on the entire command here and copy and paste it. Now after this, run the downloaded version of it. Make sure that all the conditions are fulfilled. And coming back to command prompt, how do you check if Node.js is installed? Just type in node and you should see a version here. This proves that it is successfully installed. Next, the condition is Python. So again, how to install Python? Go to Python.org and here you can download based on your system preferences. So here you can just see and you can download and you can run it as you need for Node.js and it will be successfully installed. So again, how to cross check it? Just type in Python. Okay, for Python, it's another kind of prompt, which is Python -- version. So here it will print the version, which is right now 3.7. You can download the latest version for a better Python interface. Once you have these, head over to command prompt and type the code. So to install NMP, we have npm install g Claude Code and enter. So here's a small correction. It should be installed. So now if you click on enter, this will install Claude Code globally on your system. So you can use it from anywhere in your terminal. Now after this installation, you'll need to log into Claude Code using your Anthropic account, and the same account you will see subscribe to Claude Pro. You can log in via device code or an API key, which will be sent via mail. So let's take a look at the basic interface store. So as you can see here, this is the prompting session. And here you can upload your files, screenshots, project details. From GitHub, you can add directly since I have already integrated Claude with GitHub. You can do your research. Web search also is there. Whatever creating styles you want, you can add it. And also you can use the connect us. For now, I've added only the GitHub one. You can even add Jira and other things, which I'll come to it later. And here you can see there is an option called extended thinking. It's like a pro version of the Perplexity. And here you can change the version from Opus 4.5, Sonnet, and Haiku 4.5. And you can check out more models with different versions. The latest one is Sonnet 4.5 and Opus 4.5. And this is the chat area. Here, the text input box is at the center where you type in messages or commands to Claude. For example, you can ask Claude to refactor code, explain a section of the code, or find bugs. Next, on your left-hand side, we have different things. Let's start with new chat. If you want to start a new chat, you can just click on it and it will be opening a new profile. And you have previous chats here, which will be projected. And here, the projects. This is the first thing that appears where you can search for your projects if you've done multiple of them. And here's a called plus new project. If you click on that, a new project name will appearing. So you can give it a name and describe your goals here and create your project. As you can see, it will create a document thing. Here you can text in whatever code you want, add the instruction here, add your files here, and search for it all in different, so don't get confused what the code is about. Again, there are basic details such as edit and delete. This is a unique feature of instructions where step-by-step break down large tasks. If you need a specific way to get the coding done, you can just provide the instruction and it'll do it in the same way. Next, we have artifacts. This artifact section in Claude AI allows you to create, organize, and explore various templates and tools that assist with tasks such as learning, productivity, creativity, and project management. It offers categories like writing editor, PRD to prototype, and Slack project insights with options to create new artifacts or browse through the existing ones for inspiration. You can also customize and use these artifacts to streamline work or for fun interactive tasks. Next, coming for the coding part here, it'll start with an entire update here and we get two different options. One is the command inline feature. This option allows you to work with Claude directly from the terminal using specific commands. This is useful for tasks like debugging or code completion. So here I have integrated my profile with GitHub. I'll teach you how to do that too. And here you can just say the same command, find a small to-do in the code base and do it. Now what this does is it will search through all my GitHub accounts and if there is anything mentioned as to-do, it will search for that and it will just perform it. So I don't think so any to-do is there in my profile and the steps here will be displayed. You can see all the steps that is running continuously. Claude will either suggest or complete the task, for example, refactor the functions or even suggest a better implementation and provide you with an updated code snippet directly. So as you can see, it is giving me suggestions of what can be better in my entire code base. It is inferring now. There are bash git status and see here, removing the unused import in request.py, committing the push changes. It is doing all by itself. I don't even have to put in efforts to replace the code. It's all doing it on its own. See, after completion, it has texted, perfect, I found and completed a small to-do in your code base. Here's what I did. It is giving us a gist of what it actually did. And here you can see it removed unused import in request.py, which was an unnecessary line in my code. So it has removed that. The file had an unused import statement from collection.abc import mapping that wasn't being used anywhere in the code. So I removed it and cleaned it up the code. So what are the changes made also? It is displayed. It's an amazing tool if you have a lot of code in GitHub or any other connector, and you can do things that will take you hours to search and clean your code for within few seconds. So let's give another simple task. I'll just ask to explain the code base. Let's say I've selected another code base, so we'll see how it'll explain. So again, every step by step, whatever it is doing, it is being displayed over here. Now in this, Claude will provide a high-level overview of the entire repository. For example, it might summarize that the project is a React app with Redux for state management. It will also describe the purpose of different files and directories like srcs, index.ts, etc. This explanation is valuable for new team members who need to understand the structure and functionality of projects quickly. So, step by step, it has taken the first step. It has told that I'll explore the code base to understand its structure and purposes. Let me analyze the repository. And task, it has mentioned as explore the code base, used 16 tools. So as you can see, there is a brief description about the code base. It is a machine learning educational project focused on linear and multiple regression. We have the project structure. We have 9 Jupyter notebooks, 1 dataset, documentation, and also we have core concepts such as custom multiple linear regression class. The location is there, methods, what are they used, and key notebooks which are there, and technologies used, etc. So that you get the gist of the entire databases in one go without looking at 9 of the other files and other documentation and stuff. You can give things like to document the API keys, which usually takes most of the time, to code, to push the code. Everything can be done within matter of few seconds. Now let's go back to Claude and explore what's there more. So here after coding, your chats will show up here if I start chatting. And then if you come here, there is settings. As I told you, I have integrated my profile with GitHub. So if you go to connectors, you have GitHub, which is connected, correct? Now, if you want to connect other custom connectors, you can browse the connector. We have most of them here. You can browse for N8N, Go. Everything which and all can be connected are here. You can just connect it, log in your account, and you're good to go. It will be connected. And with a matter of one click, we will be able to perform a lot of things. And apart from that, you have general things, your account details, your privacy, the billing, the payment, invoices, the usage, capabilities, connectors, and Claude code. At what time it is connecting, etc. Now coming next, we have language setup. You can choose from whichever language and you have the get help. And here is the upgrade plan, which we use to upgrade the plan from a free one to a new one. And we have gift Claude. And here there is an interesting option which was not there in the free version, which is download Claude for Windows. Again, this runs in the desktop for free, like your Jupyter notebook, etc. So just click on it, it will start getting downloaded and you can run and install. So I've already done that. So I'll just show you how it's there. So it's exactly the website itself, but in the desktop form. So you don't need internet access to open the Claude. So it has all the details which was there in the web page. It's the same copy and paste version in the desktop. So you can give it a shortcut. If you press Shift, Alt and space, it will automatically open and you can start coding, etc. It's a pretty useful desktop app that you can use. Now coming back here, we have learn more and logout key option. So this was a brief about Claude Pro versions interface. Different domains will be using different kind of coding, different kind of software integrated into it, etc. So we'll start with how software developers and coders can use Pro. Claude Pro can help you write, refactor, and optimize your code with clean coding practices. The power of Claude Pro lies in its ability to understand complex logic and write the code that adheres to industry standards. For this, I'll be choosing Code Editor, which is Visual Studio Code. Now I'm going to give you the prompt. Say, I'll go to the coding section. So imagine you have a file named databasehandler.py. The code works, but it's messy, slow, and hard to maintain. You want to clean it up, make it faster, and improve its readability. Now, what are you going to do about it? Just you can upload your code, go to projects and start a new project and enter. Let's give a name like database handling and create project. So here you can see you can add a prompt, instruction and files. So first let me upload the file from the device. So we have database.py and let's give it a prompt. So here I've given it a prompt. I'm going to upload my database handler.py file. Please refract this code to follow PEP8 standard, improve the execution speed of the SQL queries, and add comprehensive docstring for every function. Now, one more thing is you can correct your things here using Grammarly, or even it is inbuilt. So here you can see 1% of your project capacity is used. Again, it has a limited usage of the files. Once the file is uploaded and the prompt is given, the Claude will start refactoring the code automatically when you will see changes in real time and even in code editor area. So let's give it and see what are the results. Now, as you can see, Claude will analyze the file and reformat it according to 8 format, the official style guide for Python. It will correct indentation, variable naming, conversions, and in line strength. Claude will also optimize SQL queries by using the best practices like indexing, avoiding subqueries, or even using more efficient join statements. It will also add details, docstrings to each function, explaining the parameters, return values, and functionalities of each method. Plus, it will also improve error handling by adding try except blocks and ensuring that proper expectations are raised in the case of error. So here, as you can see, the entire database handler.py is modified using all the PE8 compilances. So it's easier for understanding, easier for correcting, easier for even uploading the file. So you can just replace this code with the original file. Next category that we'll be talking about is full stack web developers, especially the React ones. For this, we need to install Claude for VS Code, and here open this extensions and type in Claude. And here you can see Claude Code by Anthropic. You can just install it. It'll take some time. It will get installed. Now, how do you check if this is actually installed? So for creating a project, you can just run npm white at latest. So in your systems, it'll come in such a way you have to enter the project name, which you are supposed to create. And then it will ask you which kind of technology, which kind of connector you want to use. So I have selected React and the project name that I've given is Task Management Dashboard. Now you can open the same folders here and open editors, or you can just add the file whichever you want to work with. For me, my task management is already here, and the two most important ones are app.js and app.css. And before this, after entering React, it will give you a local host also so that you can see. So let me just show you if possible. So I'll just run the dev server. So how do you run it? It is npm run and dev. So as you can see, a local host is there. So let's cross check this. Now keep in mind that I've already coded app.js and app.css. Now app.js code was again given by Claude by entering a prompt such as give me a code for app.js which has so things, and app.css is a designing feature. Again, the code was from there. It was very simple. It's just to know how much number of clicks I can do in that page. So let's see if it is executing. So just press on Control and enter. And here you can see we are using white plus React. The count is 0 and few other things are also printed. So you can just click on the count and it keeps increasing. It is a very simple one. You can modify the code as per your websites, your designs, and you can use Claude for the coding part. Coming to the next category, which is data analysis and finance. Claude Pro to handle data, large sets, for example, CSV files, Excel files, and even perform tasks such as financial insights, analysis, and generating Python code for visualization. Claude can help you generate code for analyzing sales data, calculating year-over-year growth, and identifying product categories for improvement. Claude will generate Python code to analyze data and visualize it using Matplot or even Plotly. Claude will generate Python code to analyze the data and visualize it using Matplot or Plotly. Now let's go ahead with a similar project. Again, I'm creating a new project, say data. Okay, let's create a new one saying data, and describing is handling data, and create project. So here again, we came to the same interface. So let's say I have Q3 and Q4 sales ka data in a CSV folder. So let's just upload it, as you can see. And what prompt you can give is, I have uploaded Q3 and Q4 sales data in a CSV file. Please perform the following analysis. First one is to calculate the year-over-year growth of sales, identify top 3 declining product categories, and also suggesting 5 data-driven hypotheses explaining why they are underperforming. We are also asking you to generate a Python script using Matplotlib to visualize the trends in sales over time. So let's give the prompt and see. Here, Claude Pro will analyze the CSV file you upload to generate Python code, perform the year-over-year growth calculation, identify the top 3 declining product categories, also by generating a Matplotlib visualizations. Also, after generating the Python code, you can just directly run it there and see if any other changes are required. After getting the code, we'll also run it via local system and see what are the results. So this is the sales.py, and here you can see the step-by-step is also given. I'll analyze your sales data and create a comprehensive report with visualization. Let me start by examining the data. Now all the steps have been given here. Key findings, important note, your data only contains 2025 data. So I've analyzed Q3 and Q4 growth instead of the year-over-year growth. So even the maps which required time to plot is already plotted. And here you can see it has given me top 3 declining categories, which are toys, furniture, and clothing, and how much percentage and at what loss revenue transaction dropped from 6 to 5. And here it is also given us 5 data-driven hypotheses for underperformance. We have season, demand shift, interview supplies, competitive pressure, market budget, relocation, and product lifestyle maturity. You can also download the sales analysis dashboard that it has created, and you can download it as well. And the sales.py, which is the Python file, you can just download it and run it in your system. Can you just look at the graph? So here you can see how clearly it has plotted without even needing to code, just by a single prompt. So again, you can download this, use for your presentations, implement these things for your better profit, and focus on toys, furniture, and clothing. These are the insights that you got without even needing to code. Once you have saved or downloaded, you can share the declining categories.csv file, visualize images saved as .png or JPG in your team or stakeholders. In your data analysis and finance field, Claude Pro can help you analyze large data sets like sales data and generate Python code for a finance analyst as well. You can generate detailed visualization using Matplotlib. It can also refactor the code and add features like exporting results and creating additional visualizations. The next category is marketing and content strategy. Now, Claude Pro can assist with tasks like generating SEO optimized content, writing social media posts, building a comprehensive marketing strategy for campaigns, and this section you will use to get it all. Let's go through it step by step. Let's start by generating the code and content for marketing campaign. Now here you can use Claude Pro to generate a marketing campaign for a product launch. You can upload your product details and Claude will generate the strategy. So let's enter a good prompt. You can use ChatGPT or any other LSM to create the prompts and refine your prompts too. Now here I've given prompts such as we are launching a new eco-friendly water bottle based on an attached product specs. Create a 30-day marketing plan that includes 10 Instagram captions with emojis and hashtags, a 1,000-word SEO optimization blog post outline, and 2 A/B testing versions of cold outreach email for B2B distributors. We'll also attach the photo. So here I have a photo, so I'm attaching it. So let's see what the output of Claude gives us. So again, this will give the steps of each processing time, what it is doing, etc. So here you can see I can see your EcoSip water bottle image. However, I noticed you mentioned attach product specs, but I only see a product photo. Let me create a comprehensive 30-day marketing plan based on what I see from an image and typical eco-friendly water bottle features. So it is starting by reviewing the best practices for creating professional documents. Even the coding is also done. So this is for the launch of the bottle. What are the coding that can be done? What are the improvements that you can be done? You need to just copy and paste it in your website. So it is adding text like shows your eco spot moment, share your photo using my sip stories to enhance to be featured on our page. So that's a good strategy that we can use. Let's see what else. We have all the hashtags, which is in the websites. And we also have a text which says from sunrise hikes to sunset yoga session, EcoSip is your perfect companion, whether you're crushing your fitness goals, conquering your workday, or exploring new trails. Stay hydrated in style. Where will EcoSip take you today? Drop a pin in your comments. So this is a good strategy that you can just implement it without even have to worrying about the creativity part, the marketing part, etc. To maintain a consistent brand voice, you can also upload previous marketing content, for example, some emails, blog posts, or even newsletters, and ask Claude to mimic the tone style for new content. You can also use Claude Pro to refract and optimize marketing content for different platforms such as Instagram, posts, emails, blogs, etc. So you can also change whatever things you want to optimize. So you can give the same code. If you want to say Instagram caption to be more engaging, you can just type it in and it will give you more engaging captions. So here is the EcoSip 30-day marketing launch plan. The summary, marketing campaign, what will be day 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, all in detail. And here you can see a B2B outreach emails AB2 testing version. Version A is focused on margin, ROI, practices, benefits, and version B is trend and social proof focus, marketing, position, success stories, etc. This plan will also include week by week implementation timeline, KPIs to track the best practices for each channel. All content is tailored to EcoSip's sustainability in every SIP positioning. It has given a good tagline also. So again, we'll see part 2 also is there, which is the ultimate guide to choosing an eco-friendly water bottle. We have introduction of that. So here we have B2B cold outreach email. So usually when sending a cold email to everyone, we do A/B testing, which is we have 2 versions and we will take a look at which one will work the best and we'll send the code mail in that format. So here it has given us 2 options, email version. So this is the first one. You just need to try this out and execute it. This is such a great tool for marketing because what took days now is possible just in a prompt. Once this content is generated, you can use it for various marketing campaigns across multiple platforms, including Instagram for social media engagement, etc. If you want ideas for images and videos, you can just give it and I'm sure it will be a stunning photos and images. Next, we'll see how Claude will help us contract review and project management. Now, what is contract review? Identifying potential risk in a legal contract, for example, service agreement or even master contracts. So we'll again open another chat and I'll be uploading a master copy of one of my service agreements. So let's just attach it. So I've have it here. I've attached it. And now I need to give it a prompt to know the risks about it. All these prompts will be taken from ChatGPT since I need refined prompts to get a good output. And here the prompt is, I am uploading a 50-page master service agreement. Please identify any hidden risk for the vendor. Specify looking at termination for convenience clause, intellectual property ownership, late payment penalties. Present your findings in a table with clause name, risk level, and suggested revision. So let's just give this. The step has started. I'll help you analyze master service agreement, risks, etc. So it'll take time to go through all the 50 pages. Now, as you can see here, the risk analysis table is already here. The clause name, risk level, specific risk identified, and suggestion revised. So even the revised suggestion is also here. The first one is, let me just check. Termination for convenience, it is a high risk, and it's given what is the specification, what should be revised in the legal document. Again, it is intellectual property ownership. It is again high. So again, very high. And here we have no payment term specified, which is also high risk. Also, scope of work product, which is medium. Late payment penalties are there. So what used to take time for you to read 50 pages, analyze the risk, and also to correct it happens in just with a gap of a prompt. So this is the legal part where you can use the Claude. Now coming to project management, we can use to generate. So let's again create a chat and upload a transcript, which is meeting transcript, and give it a which says I'm uploading a meeting transcript. Based on the transcript, please create Gantt chart structure in a table format. The task should include assign owners to each task, set realistic deadlines based on January 1st start date, identify the critical path for the project. So let's see the output. So as you can see, step by step, it's already started. Claude will be processing the meeting transcript and generate a Gantt chart structure for the project, identifying the task, owners, deadlines, and critical path. So here you can see the table being formed, which is projects and tasks and deadlines. For budget review and finalization, the owner will be John, the start date will be 15 December, end date will be December 20th. Duration is 5 days, dependencies is none, and on critical path is yes. So this will come here. This is an entire report based on the meetings that have been performed. So you can just take a look at this table and know what your assigned tasks are, how many days you have on task, and what is the duration, end date, start date, everything is discussed here. If you need any further changes, you can just type in the prompts and adjust as accordingly. So here the chart also includes milestones, risk factor, recommendations for maintaining an aggressive timeline during the holiday season. So here I want to refine my Gantt chart. So let's give a prompt for that. Let's just say, please refine the Gantt chart by adding more tasks, specific, let's say specific durations, and adjusting dependencies between each task. So if I give this, it will refine the Gantt chart once again. So here it is already showing the major enhancement, which is expanded task breakdowns. We have phase 1, it is divided into 8 total phases. And we have precise dependencies mapped also, which is hard dependencies, but it works fine. And then we have a enhanced critical path also, which is given. We have resource analysis, comprehensive risk management, visual timeline, which is week by week breakdown showing daily activities. Also additional strategic elements. These are the refined things. You can download the entire plan or even Gantt chart with just one click and it will be there. You can share it with your teammates. Make sure they're performing their work up to date. As we have seen, Claude Pro is a powerhouse tool that can significantly boost your productivity across multiple domains such as software development, data analysis, project management, and even marketing. But is the Pro subscription worth it? Here's a breakdown. With the Pro plan, you will lock 5 times more usage, priority access to Claude's most powerful models, and advanced tools like projects and artifacts. This is a game changer for developers, especially when working on larger projects or complex databases. The Pro subscription also gives you early access to features and ensures that your code is analyzed with the best possible models, making tasks like refactoring and debugging fixing much more faster and more accurately. So to the question of is Claude Pro worth it? If you're someone who works on a large code basis, manages multiple projects, or need to automate repetitive tasks, then yes, it's definitely worth it. The value that it brings in teams of productivity and efficiency is unparalleled. Thank you for joining this tutorial. You have seen how Claude Pro can change the way you work, whether it's analyzing your code bases, generating insights from data, or automation project managemental tasks. The potential for Claude Pro to save the time and increase your productivity is immense. Don't forget to explore Claude Pros and start integrating it with your workflow. The future of development, data analysis, and project management is here, and it's powered by Claude Pro. Don't forget to hit the like button and press the bell icon for more such content. Until next time, keep learning with Simplilearn.